Nate Diaz responds to water bottle incident. Maxx Crosby joins Conor McGregor in BKFC, and Patricio Pitbull is released from the PFL. That and so much more MMA news. Let's dive into it, bro.
Let's go.
Let's do it. First headline, Nate Diaz responds over Instagram on the video of him throwing a water bottle at Islam Makhachev and his team. Nate Diaz sounds confused. He said, "What the hell is even going on?" He said, "I didn't even know that Islam was there. I didn't even know which one he is. I was there with my boy, Kron Gracie, and those Ewoks were looking for trouble and threw a water bottle looking for clout. What the f did I even do?"
Let's take a look at this video because I'm not even sure what they're referring to here.
Yeah, let's take a look at this video.
Why is he's always throwing water bottles, dude? It's what?
Oh my god. He did the Nate Diaz.
Yeah. It's like a caricature of himself.
Alex Perez.
Why is Alex Perez there? It's the most random video ever.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just like he just said what's up right after that.
Yeah. He said, "What's up?" Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't even see Islam in this video either, bro.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think Nate Diaz is telling the truth here. You probably didn't actually know that Islam was there. We're starting fake beef over here on the internet. Not much to see, not much to say.
Who's giving Nate these water bottles? He always has a full water bottle. He's not even drinking these waters.
That's like his thing, man. His thing now is just throwing water bottles. I mean,
I say keep him coming.
I think so too, man. I mean, it's good entertainment.
Next up, Khabib Nurmagomedov gives an estimate on when he expects to be retiring from coaching entirely. Khabib retired from fighting in 2020. That's 5 years ago.
Wow.
But fans have still seen plenty of him octagon side and just in media in general because he's still coaching a bunch of his fighters. Khabib had a direct hand in helping out the careers of Islam Makhachev and Umar Nurmagomedov. As long as they stay at the top of their game, Khabib is expected to keep on coaching, but once those guys retire, it seems like he's going to call it quits.
Wow.
Khabib told ESPN, "When these guys finish, I'm going to finish."
Whoa. Hold on. What are we talking about here, dude?
I hope it's going to be very fast because I'm tired of all this.
Hey, man, I'm starting to think that Frontier has a point about his English. I mean, this is the biggest pause statement of all time, man. I mean, Frontier, I don't blame him for getting confused, man. This is crazy.
Well, yeah, he went on to say, "When I finish, a couple of guys with me already finished." They're like 6, 7, 8 on a very high level. They're still there.
6, 7, or 8. Damn.
When they finish, I'm gonna finish too.
Are we interviewing Lily Phillips here or Khabib, man? What's going on, bro? Moving on here. Las Vegas Raiders star Maxx Crosby joins Conor McGregor as BKFC partial owner.
What % stake do we know?
This is not particularly reported in the article, but we do know he's going to be joining Conor McGregor as part of the ownership team here. Crosby made a quick statement. He said that bare knuckle fighting is raw, real, and incredibly engaging to fans. I've always been passionate about combat sports, and I see BKFC as a platform that not only showcases incredible skill, talent, and athleticism of these fighters, but also brings a unique and authentic experience to combat sports enthusiasts. Maxx Crosby, obviously an all-pro defensive end for the Las Vegas Raiders.
It seems a little random.
I mean,
yeah, I don't even know who the guy is, to be honest with you.
I think he's one of Dana's buddies.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
He's pretty tight. He's a big MMA fan. I mean, it just sounds like BKFC just racking up the celebrity owners.
I think it's a smart thing to do. Ever since McGregor bought in as a big owner in BKFC, I think more eyes went to the sport and the organization.
Definitely. It's gaining a lot of momentum here. In fact, the next BKFC show will be headlined by Eddie Alvarez and Jeremy Stevens, 2 fighters that Conor McGregor has crossed paths with in one way or another. It's going to be a huge show. I mean, it's a different type of sport. I mean, obviously, Max sees the vision. He's obviously putting his hard-earned money into it.
Yeah, I love BKFC. They put on some good fights, man. New fight announcement, Jared Cannonier versus Gregory Rodriguez, set for the main event at UFC Vegas 102. This is going to go down a month from now, February 15th. A pretty interesting matchup here. Cannonier had a pretty rough 2024. He lost back-to-back fights against Imavov and Kyle Barallo. To be fair, those guys are absolutely just beasts in the division. Yeah, just up-and-comers, right? But in contrast, Robocop has 2 wins in 2024 against Brad Tavares and Christian Duncan. It's leaning like Robocop has all the momentum on his side, but you can never discount Cannonier. I mean, he looked pretty great against Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
What do you think about that matchup, man?
I think this is a must-win for Jared Cannonier. I really do. Like, but putting him against Robocop is just absolute dirty on Hunter's part and Dana's part. I mean, the guy's a freaking beast, man. Have you seen his last couple of fights? He looks unstoppable against the aging and declining Jared Cannonier, trying to get back in the win column. You're going to put him against Robocop?
You know what? I'd rather Robocop than another Imavov or Kaio. You know,
Fair enough. But, I mean, dude, Cannonier is what, like 41, 42 now against a Robocop who's looked in his prime.
Is Robocop young?
Oh, Robocop's only 32 years old, dude. He looks like he's fucking 55. He looks like Obama, dude.
A jacked Obama, dude.
Last story, the biggest star in Bellator right now, Patricio Pitbull, has been released from the PFL, announced by Don Davis. So that means Patricio Pitbull's officially free agent. Obviously has given us some of the most iconic fights in Bellator history. For example, the iconic fight against Michael Chandler where he knocked him out in around 40 seconds with the subsequent crazy interview with Coach Eric. In response, Patricio Pitbull went on an absolutely crazy Twitter rant, but he just kind of dumps on PFL. Talks about how Viacom bought them. They totally ruined the brand. Calls out Francis Ngannou and says that they should start a union. PFL hasn't addressed the situation yet, but what are your immediate reactions?
I think he probably had a lot of pent-up anger towards the organization building up, and now that he's out of the contract, he can say whatever he wants. So you got to take it with a little bit of grain of salt, but there's probably a lot of truth to what he's saying, because he wouldn't just be saying all this stuff if they parted on good terms. But yeah, he's I think he's trying to get back in the news cycle. I'm sure he's trying to get a UFC contract.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's just trying to get his name out there. And I'm sure he'll get one.
So 2 questions for you. How do you think he would fare in the UFC, and who do you think would be a good matchup for him in the UFC as well?
Ooh, he is very old. I believe he's in his late 30s. But technically, he is a champion.
Yeah.
And he's been in title fights literally for 10 years. Can he face the top elite fighters of the featherweight division? Probably not, dude. Featherweight division is super stacked right now. The only thing going for him, though, is that featherweight division is full of old veterans. There's a lot of great matchups to be made. I don't think he could ever climb that mountain. Toss him up against like a Dan Ige, against a Josh Emmett. These fights sound exciting to me.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of exciting matchups, dude. Maybe even Edson Barboza, dude.
Ooh.
That could be fun.
Yeah. I like the idea of putting him against an aging veteran, but the fight that I would love to see, a rematch with Michael Chandler in the lightweight division. I think this would be crazy, man. This would be crazy. I mean, Michael Chandler's been calling out this loss for a while now as an early stoppage. I think they settle it in the UFC. I really want this fight to happen, and Dana should make it happen.
I love that. I think that's a great way for Michael Chandler to get back in the win column as well. If you made it till the end of this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and we'll keep the news coming.
Yeah, we do these every day. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok. We'll be back tomorrow with some more news. Peace.